Okay, one of my colleagues mentioned that he would like to have a rotisserie on his Weber grill, and that has been on my to-do list also for the last couple of years since I've had my Weber Kettle Grill. So first, I want to check and make sure it's got power. It's got an on and off switch. Let's take the rotisserie and it's turning good. Set that aside. Disconnect the power. Alright, now here's the brackets. This bracket goes against the grill, then the motor sits on it like this. Okay, now here's what we got to do. Alright, we know it works. There's no brand name to this. There's no brand name. It's just, like Charbroil or something like that. It's just a generic rotisserie motor. Now, it's got a bracket right here that this fits into. This mounts to your grill, okay? And it'll only go in one way. Now, on the Kettle Grill, we're going to have to mount this on the outside, just above to where the lid, it won't interfere with the lid closing. Now, the configuration of this is made to where it won't fit the Kettle Grill, because the Kettle Grill is rounded like this and not square. And also it slopes in the bottom kettle like this. So we're going to have to do some metal work, fine-tune this to fit the grill body. In the same way on the other side, the other bracket that fits here. See, so we got to do some metal working, and this is the way it's got to be, because we're going to jury rig this up to make it fit a round body kettle grill, Weber Kettle Grill. Okay, disclaimer. This is not for the faint of heart. You're going to have to drill some holes in your kettle grill. So if you're not prepared to do that, skip this and go buy the $200 rotisserie attachment that Weber makes for their grills. This is a homemade version, and it'll be free. But I've had this for I don't know how long. Okay, when you have the basic idea in your mind of the curvature, you have to get you a ball peen hammer and finesse it until you get the right curvature. Now this right here, you can tell that's obviously that's a no bueno right there. It's not good, so you gotta coax it into the somewhat upright position. So you can see it's doesn't take much. So I'm going to take a pry bar, put it under, under there, and just gently coax it up. And you put this on the grill. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, that's the end. Alright, now we got to do the one that holds the motor the same way. I've already got it curved to where it would fit nicely on the side of the grill. Okay, now then, same way with this. That's got to be straightened out a little bit. Let's see how we're going to do this here. crowbar under there, pry bar. Check it for fit. That's just about it. So we'll straighten it out. And there we go. Alright. I'm going to tell you again, this is not for the faint of heart. Now we got to drill some holes into the Kettle Grill to hold this in place. If you're squeamish about this, don't do it. Okay, I want the rotisserie rod to be about 1/2 inch above the lip. This is the handle, and I want the rotisserie to go diagonal to the handle. Now, as I said, if you're squeamish about this, don't do it. Because also you got to cut a notch with the angle grinder. You got to cut a notch here for the rotisserie rod to go through. So unless you plan to not use the lid, we'll see how that goes. This is step one, okay? Okay, I apologize for the noise, the ambient noise. I'm near a flight school and a major highway. And the student pilots, they make their left-hand turn right over the top of my house. Alright, let's figure out where we want to put this. This is the motor side. The motor is going to sit here. And I want to put a straight edge across there so I can see what I'm doing. Take a white marker. We want to put Alright, that's step one. Okay, this part holds the end of the rotisserie rod. The motor goes on the other side. This holds the end of the rotisserie side. So I found my center and I marked it, and I want it to be at least 1/2 inch. Okay. Alright, this is where the scary part starts, because we've got to drill the holes. Okay, you proceed cautiously, with cautious optimism. Alright, we double checked our marks, the distance between the lip and the hole. We double checked those. We double checked the squareness with each other. We got I've got a spring-loaded punch. I can't find it, but this will do for right now. Had to speed it up a little bit. Alright, there we have it, boys and girls. Okay, we've got the motor bracket on. Now we're going to do the tail end of it. And it's got slots where you can adjust the height up and down. Okay, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be beautiful. You got to make sure this is vertical. That does it. All right. Let's set up the project here and see how we're going to make this thing work. Meat will go on here like this, the chicken, pork roast, whatever you want. Plug it in. This has to fit in the bracket so it won't come out. And there you go, a DIY, do-it-yourself, alteration, adulteration, modification, whatever you want to call it, to put a rotisserie on a Weber grill on the cheap. Now, you cannot put the lid on unless you cut out notches for the skewer to go in the lid. So you got to do your own trial and error to see how big of a piece of meat you can put on there. Right now I'm just going to do a chicken, which is half the size of that box. So it should not be too close to charcoal. That's how you do it.